single day. I'm gonna make something great.
Hey everybody, I'm Laura and you're watching Atomic News TV. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about the Migrant Caravan because y'all need some updates. Alright, so if you are new here, make sure you hit that like button. Shoot, if you're old here, hit the like button. But make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon so you can see updates about this and other political topics in the future. Alright, let's get down to it. And the reason I wanted to make yet again another video on the Migrant Caravan is because the media is in a near media blackout over this topic, okay? They are not talking about it. And if they do talk about it, it's super general and like 30-second long clip, and you don't really get anything out of it. So the only way to get information currently on the caravan is to find YouTubers like me. All right, because we'll give it to you. So, in case you weren't aware, there are nearly 12,000 migrants on the border right now. 12,000 and more are coming. Okay, some are in shelters right now. Some are literally living under tarps tied to the existing border wall or border fence, whatever you want to call it, right? 12,000. Okay, and more are coming. The Mexicans, they don't want them there. Okay, of course there are going to be a few that do. Okay, but overall the Mexicans do not want them there because they are sucking up resources from an area that is already deprived of resources and money. Okay, now Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer think that drones and sensors can stop people from coming over the border. But let me tell you, 12,000 people? Drones and sensors cannot stop 12,000 people. And that is common sense. But obviously, with the Democrats, common sense is not common. Tensions are growing with the Mexicans right now, okay? Because there are just so many people there right now. And Mexico is still asking them to apply for asylum there. And some do want it. Some do take it, but a majority don't. A majority still want the golden ticket. The freebies on the platter. The end game is still the United States. Okay? The newest caravan, the one that started about a week ago, it's so hard to keep track, should be here within 3 weeks. Okay? And that is crucial right now with what's going on. Because for them to arrive within 3 weeks, that solidifies there's a crisis on the border. Even though enough proof has been given that there is a crisis on the border, but one more cherry on top is not going to hurt in the fight for the border wall. Okay? So that's why the media doesn't want to tell you these things. Okay? Right now, with Mexico offering asylum to these people, they're offering a 1-year humanitarian visa. And that's being offered right now by the new Mexican president. They can apply through pretty much any Mexican official, okay? And the process is supposed to be expedited. So, despite that, though, Mexico says they still want to come here. And the whole process of this 1-year humanitarian visa is only 5 days. That's not a long time to wait, okay? Their wait for the possibility of asylum just being addressed through the United States is way more than 5 days, let's just say, okay? Way more. But every migrant who enters legally, okay, keyword legally, into Mexico right now gets an ID bracelet. And it has the little square, oh, yeah, I can't make a square with my fingers. There's kind of a square. A square barcode. What are they? A QR code? I forget what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. They get a bracelet with one of those barcodes on them, okay? So it's a form of ID. Obviously not anything that would stay on, but regardless, they get it. They get fingerprinted. They get a photo taken of them, and they get interviewed. And then, dig this, iris recognition. What's up, Mexico? I'm pretty sure that's more than we do. But okay, we'll go with that. The newest caravan right now, and yes, there's a new caravan forming, but the newest one, the one that's on its way currently right now, started on Facebook, just so you guys know. So down in these countries, Guatemala, Honduras, they have social media. They have computers. They have cell phones. It's not that bad for all of them, okay? Some of them, yes, but for a majority of them, no. They just want a better life. They just want a job. They just want to make money. They just want a piece of the American pie, all right? So it started on Facebook. That's how it started. And there is already a new caravan forming, okay? And that one, there actually is a picture floating around of the flyer. It was on the news on one, I believe it was Fox. Don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure if you Google, you'll see this flyer. But there is a new caravan that is supposed to start on the 16th after Congress votes. Okay? So, just so you guys know, Mexico is not necessarily stopping them from coming over their southern border, okay? They said they were going to be forceful, but in many places, the door is wide open and there are no officers patrolling. And the reason why that's happening is because they said, well, we don't want them to feel threatened. We want them to feel welcome. So is Mexico really trying to stop them from coming through their country? No. But once they are legally there, if they legally come through, they are offering them asylum and going through that 5-day process for those who do want to accept it. Okay? They don't want to hurt their feelings. I can't get over that. You have no idea. But after this current caravan, including the one that has the flyer out right now, there's 2 more that are forming, okay? So, not this current caravan that's on its way, but the flyer caravan and yet another, okay? So 1, 2 afterwards. They're not going to stop coming, okay? So the only way to stop them, or at least deter them, is to build the wall, okay? No one is talking about this right now. It's like, because media, it's not important to the media, or the media is hiding it, that nobody's talking about it. We need to talk about it. The world needs to know that this is still a crisis. We cannot handle 12,000 people. Okay? Food, clothes, shelter, healthcare. We can't even take care of our own people. Cities are still getting dumps of illegal immigrants, you guys. Okay? They were busing them. The ones that got their toe over the border, or, you know, got into the U.S. through democratic loopholes. They're being bused to border cities, okay, in Southern California, Arizona. I didn't hear too much about New Mexico, but definitely Texas, okay? Now in Phoenix, they were saying, oh, we're going to stop that. Okay, maybe they stopped busing them to Phoenix, but guess what? They're busing them to Mesa now. So what's the damn difference? A couple miles? They're still coming, and they're being dropped off at churches and other charitable organizations for them to be fed and clothed, and then after so many hours or days, they have to release them. And these churches are saying, we honestly don't know where they are right now. What? You don't know where they are? So they are roaming the U.S. right now, all these illegal aliens that are being bussed in here. And they're never going to show up for their court date. And guess what, guys? They know this. This is why these people are not accepting the Mexican asylum offer. Because they know if they can get that one toe over the border, they're going to end up free and released into the population. And like I talked about before, they come in sick, and that illness, all those illnesses are being released into the population. That is why there's a measles crisis right now, and it's not being talked about either, okay? DC knows. Washington knows, okay? The CDC knows. They have not said anything, probably because they don't want to intimidate them and they don't want the illegals to feel bad. You guys, we need to build the wall. This needs to happen. And honestly, I don't care if the government is shut down again in order to do it, or a national emergency is called to do it. This is happening all over the world, okay? Europe is the perfect example, okay? They are building a wall right now between Norway and Russia because the Norwegians do not want immigrants coming through Russia into their country. This is happening in 45 countries, okay? 45 countries are either building or planning a border wall. So this is not just the U.S. If you think this is just a U.S. thing, you need to open your mind and start doing some research. If we don't build this wall, we are supporting slavery, because that is what it is. All of these immigrants that are coming into our country have very little to no education. They are not going to get a good job. They are not going to make a lot of money, and they are going to be dependent on the government for life. And if that isn't the definition of slavery, in modern days, at least, I don't know what is. All of these migrants that are coming over the border right now are going to be American slaves. So if you support slavery, then you can continue your thought process that we don't need this border wall. But if you are against slavery and pro-American, continue your fight for the wall. And that's all I've got for today. Until next time, guys, peace out.